Hi, this is Artie Skinner, and welcome to Day 5 of 30 Days to Debt-Free Living and Prosperity Coaching Program. In your homework session yesterday, you ordered your $2 bills to expand your awareness of daily spending and increase your amount of freed-up money. Today, we're going to focus on other ways to expand your freed-up money. Now, as lavish cheapskates, one of the things we need to abandon in order to expand freed-up money is what I call the Mercury ball chase. Now, if you're familiar with mercury, this is what it looks like when a thermometer breaks. Now, I discovered this when I was 5 years old. Yes, that's me at 5. I look sweet and innocent, but at the age of 5, I broke a thermometer and the mercury ball was on the table. I had never seen one before and started playing with it. Now, don't try this at home. Mercury is poisonous, but I didn't know that at the age of 5. When I played with the ball of mercury, every time I put my finger on it, it would dart across the room. So here I was playing with this mercury ball thinking I just discovered the best game in the universe, and my mom entered the room. She told me I couldn't play with it, that it was a poisonous game I was playing. Now, as I was writing the book, The Lavish Cheapskate, I realized this is exactly how the money game works. We chase money trying to pin down what we call happiness through things we buy. But it too is a poisonous game, and just like mercury, it can never be pinned down. So as lavish cheapskates, we consciously choose to abandon the mercury ball chase. And one of the biggest ways to chase the mercury ball is through spending pitfalls. Now today, we're going to cover a very common spending pitfall that most people consider to be a money-saving strategy. And we're going to expand it into the lavish cheapskate lifestyle so you can see how costly it really is. Now what I'm about to tell you is counterintuitive, the opposite of what most of the media and other experts will tell you. And it's created quite a bit of controversy. And that is coupon shopping. Yes, using coupons to do your grocery shopping. I will give you an example. Plus, if you watch the video below, you will see a television segment I did when I pursued coupon chasing as a money-saving strategy. It is astounding how much money was lost, not saved. So once you're done with this coaching session, watch the new segment below to see the results. Now we're going to use Emily's story as an example. Now, Emily spends hours each week searching for coupons as a money-saving strategy. But when you look at why coupons were created, the truth is revealed. Coupons are spending stimulation tickets created by manufacturers. If coupons did not stimulate spending, manufacturers would never print them. They print coupons because this ploy stimulates spending. So let's take a closer look at how Emily's strategy compares to the lavish cheapskate strategy. Now, as I mentioned before, Emily clips coupons as a money-saving strategy. And because of this, she is prey to only what manufacturers offer. As a result of this, Emily buys name brand items blindly, without pricing per unit or ounce. She has now boxed herself to that specific brand and is making an unconscious choice. She also buys several products her family could completely live without. But she's already seeing coupons as dollars in her pocket, rather than being fully conscious of what she is spending. She doesn't see the stimulated spending as a result of using them. So the total amount she is spending on groceries is $800 a month for her family by using coupons as her money-saving strategy. Now let's take a look at Chrissy, the lavish cheapskate. She comes from the same size family and the same personal background as Emily. Chrissy completely abandons coupons as a saving tool. Now, if she comes across a coupon on a product she regularly buys, she will use it. But she doesn't use coupons as her way of saving money. Instead, she makes a list of everything she's going to buy before she goes to the grocery store and prices everything per ounce or unit. Now, to price items per ounce or unit, most grocery shelves will have a label underneath the product. On these labels, you will see the price of the product, the unit price per ounce, per serving, or per pound. And you will also see the product size. This is how you want to price the products you buy. Now, most products will have this on their label. So start reading labels to price it out per unit, per serving, per ounce, or whatever unit of measurement that's being made. Now, other products such as detergent will have a price per wash load. This is what you'll want to take a look at on every item you buy. Now let's go back to Chrissy, the lavish cheapskate. In addition to pricing everything per unit, Chrissy also plays the lavish cheapskate grocery game with her kids. This turns them into bargain hunters rather than goodie beggars. And at the bottom of this page is a link to the game and how to start playing it with your family. Now as a result, Chrissy's freed up money is $350 per month above Emily, the coupon clipper. Now let's take a look at what Chrissy does with that freed up money, because this is what makes a vast difference in lifestyle. What does Chrissy do with that freed up money? She puts it into a paycheck extension account for 7 years. A paycheck extension account is an interest-bearing account that is designated for the time you can live without a paycheck. We will go further into this in tomorrow's coaching session. And after 7 years, how much does she have in her paycheck extension account? Over $33,000. You will see this example in the book, The Lavish Cheapskate, in strategy number 6. So if you'd like to see the details of how this is accomplished from this one strategy, refer to page 93. Now what does Chrissy do with this freed up money? She funds her dream, writes a children's book, and builds a business. And her net worth in 1 year from that business is $84,500. Now remember, this is a direct result of one strategy. And the total difference between Emily's world and Chrissy's world is $117,500 after business expenses. Once again, refer to page 93 for all the details and the breakdown of how this works. And although this is a vast difference in money, there is something much more important here than money. It's about living prosperously so that you can have the freedom to do what you really want to do in life. Just imagine for a moment having the freedom to do what you really want to do, and without financial circumstances dictating what you have to do. Now that's what I call lavish cheapskate liberation. Life is short, and you really need something that brings you joy in life to fuel your dream of becoming debt-free and living this lifestyle. This is what life is for. It is to pursue what it is that fills your heart with joy, freedom, and the ability to wake up in the morning and look forward to what you want to accomplish. Without joy, all the money in the world will never satisfy you. And inevitably, you'll go back to the mercury ball chase, chasing money, trying to pin down happiness. It's a vicious cycle that most people follow blindly until the day they die. Rather than living, they're chasing a poisonous game. But the great news is, you don't have to. So tomorrow, we'll be covering the paycheck extension account in more detail and the most vital ingredient you need in place to have continued success in becoming debt-free and prosperous. So look for your next coaching session tomorrow morning. This is Artie Skinner, and I look forward to seeing you shift to a debt-free and prosperous lifestyle. I'll see you tomorrow.